Well, they are the words the staff at Isthmus have been waiting to write for 15 months. The print edition of the paper is coming back.
Isthmus has been a weekly staple in Madison for more than 4 decades. It started in 1976.
The paper was forced to go on hiatus in March of last year due to the pandemic, but it will return as a monthly publication Thursday, August 5th. Judy Davidoff is the editor of Isthmus. Welcome back.
Thank you very much.
Take us back to March of last year. What was going through your mind? What happened?
You know, it happened so quickly. There was not a lot going through at that beginning. We, went into work as usual. Our deadline was Wednesday at 4 o'clock. We had that weekend before, we had an entirely different cover story planned. And then as, COVID started getting more and more serious here, and everyone knew that there were restrictions coming down, we had to really rework the entire issue to have it almost all COVID focused, and we did a different cover story. And so we just worked through that day. Wednesday, got the paper out. Next day, Thursday, it came out as usual. But by that afternoon, it was clear that, advertisers were already pulling out for the following week's issue. And, there was the conversation with the owners of the paper, and it just seemed like the thing to do would be to go on what had been hoped to be a temporary hiatus. Everyone at that point thought maybe things would, clear up in a couple of months, and then things would return. So it was really quite a shock that Thursday afternoon to have the meeting with the owners and to, hear that we would pretty much be shutting down immediately, at least the print.
And why is now the right time to be back?
Well, there are a lot of reasons. I mean, in some ways, we did think that everything was going to be reopening now. And of course, for the last month, that was true. We're seeing, different developments now, and we don't know how that's going to work out. But at least for the summer, when people can be outside, concerts were back on, some festivals were back on, dining was outside. We basically worked for a little bit more than a year trying to figure out the nonprofit organization. So the owners haven't been involved. They just decided that it was not financially feasible for them to continue. They donated the intellectual property of Isthmus to us with the understanding that we would move forward and create a nonprofit organization. And so that's what we did. So we got all those pieces in place, which, included filing an application with the IRS. We got our official status in April. And we just, bit by bit put the pieces in place to, we had a reader donation program that the former owners did put in place in April of 2020. We continued that. We did fundraising. It was just, it felt like it was now or never. We do see, print still, the sponsorship rates are still more lucrative. And we needed to get people back on staff. People had been pretty much working volunteer. And it really did feel like it was a now or never.
Well, it's a pretty exciting time. We're looking forward to seeing the first issue on newsstands this coming Thursday. Judy, thanks for being with us today.
Congratulations, Judy. Great to see you.
Thank you very much. Same here.